I guess the second hardest thing is knowing whether I should tuck in my shirt or not.
And Liara's not here, so
Stuck
it's
with me,
okay.
I know. Take a poll, perhaps. First of all, congratulations, Betsy, for completing your icebreaker speech.
Thank you.
And as Arnie noted, it is remarkable that she's founded a new chapter prior to giving her first speech. That's a significant accomplishment. So we got to know many of the details of Betsy's life, and it has been very interesting. The icebreaker speech, one of the objectives is, how well did we get to know the speaker? So we got to know a lot of details, a lot of fascinating details and enlightening details. To me, there was a little essence of something missing, though, and I would call it, we want to know what you think, more to a little greater extent, as well as with what you did. That's one suggestion I could make. You certainly have an interesting story to tell. You certainly prepared. One of the things the evaluator is to notice is use of notes. And I think you had a few up there, but they certainly weren't relied on to a large extent. So for a first speech, that's great. Other things to not take into account are things like body language. I thought your delivery was very good. You were clear and enunciating, you spoke clearly. So that was a great presentation, especially for a first speech. One comment I would make is I think you could speak a little more slowly.
I could always speak more slowly.
And everything you said would carry greater weight and have greater effect if you allowed us to take it in and digest it before the next bit of information comes along. I enjoyed hearing about your singing in German. I think that was your most animated moment, and that was enlightening. That's something I'd like to see more of. What you really get passionate about. You had some body movement and some emotion there about how much you like to speak in German. So that really drew me in and gave me a little insight as to who you really are and what you really like. Arrogant and egomaniacal bosses. That's a good turn of phrase. I appreciated that. That was good. Your speech was arranged chronologically, which is a fine way to organize a speech. The opening, it lacked a real impact moment to me. We were out in the country over east of here somewhere, and you were young, and then you launched into this, all sorts of this busy, interesting stuff. And there was a big middle, and then a very nice ending. I liked the ending. So I think some of the big middle perhaps could have transitioned to a more impactful opening, and then a moderate middle, and then your good ending. So some balance in the flow of the speech, I think, would add to the whole. But again, really interesting content. Congratulations. We look forward to many more, and I think you did a good job.